Chosen one, take a breath right now and allow this moment to settle into your spirit, because you did not arrive here by accident. You were not scrolling randomly, and this message did not find you by chance. Heaven brought you here on purpose. This is a divine appointment, written long before this very second, and something inside you already knows it. That quiet pull, that inner nudge, that feeling that told you to stop and listen, because what you are stepping into right now is not ordinary information. It is a supernatural announcement, a holy interruption, a decree released from the throne of God Himself, and the atmosphere around your life is shifting. Even as you hear these words, the ground beneath your feet is moving, unseen doors are unlocking, and you are standing at the edge of a prophetic breakthrough. So massive that one day you will look back and finally understand why every battle, every delay, every closed door had to happen exactly the way it did. Chosen one, hear this clearly in your spirit. God's final decision concerning you has already been made, and the elevation assigned to your name, the wealth transfer marked for your life, the favor that has been waiting in the unseen realm is drawing closer with every heartbeat. Heaven has aligned on your behalf, and just as it is written in Habakkuk 2:3, the vision may have seemed delayed, but it was never denied. And now it will not delay a second longer, because you are entering the season where long-awaited promises begin to take physical form, where what you prayed for in silence starts showing up in reality. So prepare your heart, anointed one, because this is a sacred moment, a divine rising, and the words you are hearing right now are not here to entertain you. They are here to activate what heaven has been building inside you for years. Chosen one, breathe again, because what you are stepping into is not small. It is not subtle. It is not common. This is a holy interruption, a moment heaven orchestrated with precision, pulling you out of the noise of your day and placing you right here to receive a prophetic declaration that is about to shift the entire trajectory of your life. I can feel it as clearly as the air around me. Something is stirring in the spirit. Something ancient, intentional, heaven-sent is unfolding over your life. And whether you fully realize it yet or not, you are standing at the threshold of a supernatural elevation that only the hand of God could have prepared. From the instant you clicked on this message, something ignited in the unseen realm. It was as if heaven whispered, "They're ready. Bring them deeper," because you were not drawn here by curiosity. You were drawn here because God has been watching you, watching your quiet resilience, your silent battles, your effort to stay faithful when everything around you felt uncertain. He saw the nights you questioned your worth, the moments you wondered if your prayers were reaching the ceiling, the seasons where you fought to believe your life could still rise despite everything you had endured and chosen. One heaven has now made its final decision. This is your rise. And if your spirit feels stirred, if your chest feels heavy, if something inside you is saying, "This is for me," that is not emotion, that is recognition, because you have lived a life marked by difference. Even when you couldn't explain it from an early age, you sensed it. That quiet, knowing that your path would not look like everyone else's. that you were not meant for a small, ordinary life. Even if your circumstances tried to convince you otherwise, you may have come from struggle, from limitation, from environments that taught you to survive instead of expand. Yet something inside you always resisted that narrative. Something in you refused to settle. And that resistance was not rebellion. It was destiny. Chosen one. Your life has never been random. The isolation you felt, the feeling of being misunderstood, the sense that you never quite fit into the systems around you, none of that was a mistake. It was preparation, because when God chooses someone for elevation, He often separates them before He reveals them. And right now, the separation is ending, and the revealing is beginning. This is why you've been sensing a shift lately, a strange peace, an inner alertness, a feeling that something big is approaching, even if nothing around you has changed yet. That is the sign of a prophetic transition. When the natural doesn't match what your spirit feels, it means heaven is moving first. Chosen one. God is stepping into your story with supernatural boldness, rearranging things behind the scenes, dismantling barriers you didn't even know were blocking you, and positioning you for an elevation that will leave even you in awe. This is not the season of scraps. This is not the season of barely getting by. This is the season where God begins to restore the years the enemy tried to steal, where favor starts choosing you openly, where doors begin to open simply because your name was spoken in heavenly places. And I need you to hear this, not with your ears, but with your spirit. You are entering a level of abundance and influence that may feel unreal at first, not because you are unworthy, but because you are not used to life flowing this easily. You are not used to being chosen first, to being highlighted instead of overlooked. But that is exactly why God is doing it now, to show you what it looks like when favor finally locates someone who carried faith quietly for far too long. Anointed one, you are stepping into a divine reversal, a heavenly shift that will not only change your circumstances, but transform your identity, the way you see yourself, the way you think, the way you move, the way you speak. Because this blessing is not just about money. It is about legacy, about breaking generational patterns, about rewriting family history, where lack bows, fear bows, limitation bows, and destiny rises. And if you have always felt that quiet whisper inside you saying you are different, that you were meant for more, that whisper was never imagination. It was God marking you for this very season. And right now, that mark is being activated, so stay with me. Chosen one, because this is only the beginning, and what comes next will take what heaven has already decided and begin to unfold it right before your eyes. Chosen one, listen closely now, because what you are about to understand will finally explain the confusion, the separation, and the delays you have walked through. And once this truth settles into your spirit, you will never see your past the same way again, because God never elevates without first removing. He never reveals without first separating, and He never releases abundance into a life that is still entangled with what cannot go forward. And this is why the season you are coming out of felt so uncomfortable. so lonely, and so disorienting. It was not punishment, it was preparation. It was heaven creating space for what is about to arrive. Chosen one. You may have noticed that people began drifting without explanation. Conversations no longer felt aligned. Environments that once felt familiar suddenly felt too small, and opportunities you expected to work out mysteriously closed. And if you're honest, there were moments when you wondered if you had done something wrong, if you had missed God, if you were being set back instead of lifted up. But hear this clearly. Nothing was taken from you that was meant to stay, and nothing that left your life did so without heaven's permission, because God removes what cannot survive where He is taking you, and if He allowed it to fall away, it is because it would have capped your growth, diluted your calling, or drained your capacity. Chosen one separation is not rejection. It is protection. And the reason it hurt is because you cared deeply. You invested fully. You loved sincerely. But elevation requires emotional lightness. And God will not let unnecessary weight follow you into a season of breakthrough. This is why the pruning felt intense. This is why the silence felt loud, and this is why the pressure increased right before the shift, because what you were experiencing were spiritual labor pains. And labor pains do not mean death, they mean birth. Something new was being formed through you, even when you couldn't see it yet. Chosen one, heaven was doing surgery in the unseen, cutting away attachments, mindsets, and patterns that belonged to survival mode, not expansion. And this is the part most people misunderstand. They assume that when God is blessing someone, everything should feel comfortable. But in truth, divine elevation often begins with disruption. God disturbs stagnation to awaken strength. He disrupts comfort to activate calling. And He allows delays not to deny you, but to protect you from stepping into a blessing prematurely, because timing matters in the spiritual realm, and arriving too early can be just as damaging as arriving too late. Chosen one. There were rooms you wanted to enter that God blocked on purpose. There were doors you prayed would open that stayed shut for your own protection. And there were relationships you fought to keep that heaven quietly removed because they were built for a version of you that no longer exists. And I know it felt unfair at times. I know it felt confusing, because you couldn't see what God could see. But now you are reaching the point where clarity begins to replace confusion, and you are starting to realize that the delays saved you, the closed doors refined you, and the separation strengthened you, because God was preparing you for something that requires discernment, maturity, and inner stability. Chosen one, think about it. Honestly, if everything you wanted had worked out earlier, would you have been ready to sustain it? Would your mindset have been healed enough? Would your identity have been strong enough? Would your heart have been anchored enough to carry wealth, influence, and favor without breaking under the weight? God knew the answer, and that is why He slowed things down. Not to frustrate you, but to fortify you. And this is why the season you are leaving felt like pressure. Without progress, movement, without manifestation, because heaven was strengthening the foundation before releasing the overflow. Chosen one, this is also why you felt drawn to solitude, why you started protecting your energy, why you became less tolerant of surface-level conversations and draining environments. That was not isolation, that was alignment. God was teaching you to listen inwardly, so you could hear Him clearly when the next instructions came, because where He is taking you will require clarity, not chaos, discernment, not distraction, and obedience, not emotional impulse. And here is the truth that will set you free. The people who left were not taken from you. They were released. The opportunities that closed were not missed. They were avoided. And the delays that frustrated you were not setbacks. They were shields, chosen one. God was guarding your destiny, even when you questioned His timing. And now that the preparation has done its work, the season is shifting, because separation always precedes acceleration. Pruning always precedes fruit, and preparation always precedes promotion. You are moving out of the hidden season and into the highlighted season, and this is why things feel different. Now you may still not see everything clearly, but you can feel the momentum building. The internal restlessness is fading, and a deeper peace is taking its place. That peace is not resignation. It is readiness. It is the spiritual signal that alignment has been restored. Chosen one, you are no longer being stripped. You are being positioned. You are no longer being tested. You are being trusted, and you are no longer being delayed. You are being deployed. And as you step into what comes next, you must not chase what God has removed. You must not reopen doors He has closed, and you must not mourn seasons that have already served their purpose, because everything you are walking away from made room for what is walking toward you now, and what is approaching requires your full capacity, your full attention, and your full alignment. So release the past without resentment. Bless what ended without bitterness, and trust that heaven knew exactly what it was doing, because the separation was not the end of your story. It was the setup, and what comes next will make every moment of confusion, every tear of uncertainty, and every season of waiting finally make sense. So stay with me. Chosen one, because now that the ground has been cleared, heaven is ready to begin building, and what God is about to construct in your life will require everything He has already prepared you to become. Chosen one, now we step into the part of your journey that heaven has been preparing you for all along. Because before God releases abundance into your hands, He upgrades the container that will carry it. And this is where many people misunderstand divine wealth. They assume money arrives first, and transformation follows later. But with God, it is always the opposite. Identity shifts first, capacity expands first, healing happens first, and only then does the overflow arrive, because you cannot carry billionaire-level blessing with a survival mindset. You cannot steward generational wealth while still thinking like someone who is just trying to get by. And this is exactly why the season you are in right now feels like an internal renovation. Chosen one, you may not have noticed it at first, But your thinking has been changing. The way you talk to yourself has been shifting. The way you see your future has been stretching beyond what once felt possible. And this is not accidental. This is God upgrading your internal infrastructure so it can support what is coming, because wealth does not break people. Unhealed identity does, and God will not release something that would destroy the very person He chose to bless. This is why He has been healing you quietly, dismantling scarcity thinking, uprooting fear-based beliefs, and loosening the grip of old mental ceilings that once told you to stay small, stay quiet, stay safe. Chosen one, think about it. There was a time when you felt guilty for wanting more, when you questioned whether dreaming big made you selfish, when you tried to downplay your desires so others wouldn't feel uncomfortable. But that guilt was never from God. It was residue from environments that taught you to survive instead of expand. And now God is rewriting those inner scripts. He is teaching you that abundance is not greed, when it is a sign that wealth is not corruption, when it is stewarded, and that favor is not arrogance, when it is received with humility. This is the mindset shift that must happen before elevation, because God does not just want to give you money. He wants to give you capacity, the capacity to receive without fear, to sustain without self-sabotage, and to multiply without losing yourself. Chosen one, this is why you've been shedding old patterns, old habits, and even old emotional reactions. Things that once triggered you no longer have the same power situations that once drained you. Now feel small, and people who once intimidated you no longer control your decisions. This is not because you have become cold. It is because you have become grounded. Your spirit is stabilizing at a higher level, and stability is required for influence. God is building emotional maturity inside you because favor attracts attention, and attention attracts pressure. And pressure reveals cracks that were never healed, but you are being healed now. Layer by layer, belief by belief, because you cannot carry generational wealth with generational wounds, and God is determined to break those cycles through. You chosen one, notice how your appetite has changed. You crave peace more than validation, clarity more than noise, purpose more than approval, and growth more than comfort. This is a sign that your internal alignment is shifting from survival to stewardship. You are no longer asking, "How do I get through this?" You are beginning to ask, "What am I being prepared for?" And that question marks the transition from scarcity thinking to abundance awareness. Because scarcity asks, "How do I protect myself?" But abundance asks, "How do I build something that lasts?" And God is teaching you to think in legacy terms. Now, not just provision terms, because what He is preparing to release will not just affect your lifestyle, it will affect your bloodline. Chosen one, this is also why you've been experiencing peace that doesn't make sense. Moments of calm in the middle of unanswered questions, a quiet confidence rising, even when circumstances haven't caught up yet. That peace is not passivity, it is confirmation. It is the spiritual indicator that alignment has been restored. when your spirit is aligned with heaven's timing. Anxiety begins to lose its grip, and you stop chasing outcomes because you trust the process. And this is critical because chasing creates desperation, but alignment attracts provision. And God is not bringing you into a season where you strive for blessing. He is bringing you into a season where blessing responds to your alignment. Chosen one, you are learning to sit with yourself without fear, to be alone without feeling lonely, to be quiet without feeling behind. And this inner stillness is not stagnation, it is strength, because clarity is born in stillness, and clarity is what will guide you through the opportunities that are about to open. God is sharpening your discernment now, teaching you to recognize what aligns and what distracts, what is assigned and what is simply attractive, because not every open door is your door, and not every opportunity is your assignment. And the higher you go, the more discernment you need. This is why your intuition feels stronger, your awareness feels sharper, and your tolerance for misalignment feels lower. You are being trained for precision, chosen one. And here is a truth you must receive deeply. God is not rushing your blessing. He is refining your readiness, because sudden wealth without internal preparation creates collapse. But sudden wealth built on healed identity creates legacy, and you are being built for legacy. This is why the pressure you endured did not crush you. It expanded you. It stretched your capacity. It strengthened your inner frame. Pressure creates space, and space is what holds overflow. Every challenge you survived enlarged your capacity to carry what is coming. Every disappointment strengthened your discernment, and every delay deepened your trust. Nothing was wasted. Everything was preparation chosen. One, you are not becoming someone new. You are becoming someone clear. Clear about who you are. Clear about what you are called to build, and clear about what you will no longer tolerate. This clarity is the gateway to abundance, because when identity is stable, provision can flow freely. When mindset is healed, opportunities can be sustained, and when self-worth is anchored, wealth no longer intimidates you. It obeys you. Chosen one. This is the upgrade that many people never allow themselves to walk through, because it requires honesty, surrender, and patience. But you stayed, you listened, you allowed the process to do its work, and now you are standing on the other side of survival, thinking you are stepping into expansion, thinking into stewardship, thinking into legacy, thinking. And this shift may feel subtle on the outside, but it is seismic in the spirit, because heaven responds to identity alignment. And right now, your identity is aligning with the level of abundance God has assigned to your life. So do not rush this moment. Do not minimize what is happening within you, because this internal upgrade is the very thing that will allow you to walk into the next season without fear, without confusion, and without self-sabotage. Stay with me, chosen one, because now that your mindset has been upgraded and your capacity expanded, the next phase is where heaven begins to move externally, where doors open, strategies download, and acceleration becomes visible. And what you are about to step into will require the clarity God has just built inside you. Chosen one now. We enter the phase where what heaven has been doing quietly inside you begins to show up visibly around you. Because there comes a moment when preparation gives way to positioning, and positioning gives way to acceleration. And this is that moment. This is where alignment turns into movement and intention turns into manifestation. Because when God decides it is time, things do not unfold slowly, they unfold suddenly. And what once felt distant begins to draw near with supernatural speed. Chosen one, this is the season where one idea, one conversation, one connection, one open door has the power to shift your entire timeline. Not because you forced it, but because heaven authorized it. This is what divine acceleration looks like. You stop chasing and blessings begin locating you. You stop striving and favor starts responding. You stop knocking and doors begin opening on their own. And this can feel unfamiliar at first, because you are not used to life flowing this easily. But ease is not a sign of laziness, it is a sign of alignment. When heaven backs a move, it does not require struggle to sustain it. Chosen one, you may already be noticing subtle signs of this acceleration. Ideas dropping into your spirit effortlessly. Solutions appearing where confusion once lived. Conversations feeling different, carrying more weight, more opportunity, more potential than before. These are not coincidences. They are divine strategies being released at the appointed time. God is not just blessing you financially, He is blessing you strategically. Because money without strategy leaks, but strategy backed by heaven multiplies. And this is why God waited until your mindset was healed before releasing this phase. Because now you can discern which doors are assigned and which are distractions, which opportunities align with your calling and which would drain your capacity. Chosen one, not every open door in this season is meant to be walked through, and discernment will be your greatest protection, because when favor increases, options multiply, and without clarity, abundance can become overwhelming. But you are not entering this season confused. You are entering it clear. God has sharpened your intuition so you can feel when something is right even before it makes sense on paper, and you can sense when something is wrong, even when it looks perfect on the surface. This is a gift, and it will save you time, energy, and unnecessary detours. Chosen one. This is also the season where ordained connections begin to appear. People you did not search for. People you did not chase. People who recognize you without needing explanations, who see your value without you having to perform, who speak opportunity without manipulation. These are not random encounters. These are divine alignments. Heaven has been arranging meetings behind the scenes, placing your name in rooms you have not entered yet, stirring conversations about you in places you cannot see. And when the timing is right, you will be invited without striving, welcomed without proving, and positioned without competing. This is how favor works when God releases it. Chosen one, you may also notice that opportunities begin to stack one thing leading naturally into another, momentum building without force. This is supernatural flow, the realm where effort is replaced by alignment and timing, replaces hustle. And I need you to understand this clearly. Acceleration does not mean chaos, it means precision. God accelerates with intention, not disorder. And if you stay aligned, you will not feel rushed. You will feel carried. You will not feel pressured. You will feel guided. This is why peace remains, even as movement increases. Peace is the confirmation that the doors opening are from God. Chosen one, here is a key truth you must hold tightly in this season. Do not second-guess the ease. Do not sabotage the flow by returning to old survival habits. Do not overthink what God is clearly aligning, because the temptation when things start working is to wonder when they will stop. But fear has no authority. In a season ordained by heaven, this acceleration is not fragile. It is fortified. It is built on everything God has already strengthened inside you. And if something is meant to last, it does not require anxiety to protect it. Chosen one, this is also the season where your voice begins to carry weight. Your presence begins to shift rooms, and your decisions begin to influence outcomes beyond you. This is part of your elevation. Influence always follows alignment, and God is increasing your influence not for ego, but for impact. Because the wealth being released to you is connected to purpose, not indulgence. And every door opening is tied to an assignment. Every opportunity is linked to responsibility, and every increase is paired with stewardship. Chosen one, pay attention to what excites your spirit without draining your peace. Those are indicators of divine strategy. Pay attention to what keeps returning to your mind gently but persistently. Those are not distractions, they are invitations. Heaven is communicating direction through desire and clarity through resonance. And if you listen, you will not miss your next step. You will feel it because alignment feels like recognition, not pressure. Chosen one, understand this as well. Some doors are opening, not because of what you did recently, but because of seeds you planted years ago. Faithfulness compounds, obedience accumulates, and integrity pays dividends in the unseen before it ever shows up in the visible. This acceleration is the harvest of consistency, the return on trust, and the manifestation of patience. And now that the season has shifted, things that once took years will begin unfolding in weeks or even days, not because time changed, but because authority did. Heaven has given permission, and when permission is granted, resistance collapses. Chosen one, you are not late, you are right on time. And what is unfolding now is not rushed, it is released. So stay present, stay discerning, and stay surrendered, because this phase will move quickly, and clarity will be essential. Do not cling to old expectations. Let God exceed them. Do not limit outcomes. Let heaven surprise you, because what you are stepping into is bigger than any plan you could have designed on your own. And as this acceleration continues, you will soon realize that this was not about one blessing, one breakthrough, or one opportunity. It was about entering a flow where provision responds to purpose and favor, follows alignment and stay with me. Chosen one, because now that heaven has begun moving externally on your behalf, the final phase is about understanding the timing, the finality, and the irreversible nature of what God has decided. And what comes next will seal everything you have been prepared for. Chosen one, we have now arrived at the moment heaven has been pointing toward this entire time. The point where preparation becomes possession, where alignment becomes activation, and where what was once promised in the unseen begins unfolding in the visible. Because this is no longer anticipation, this is execution, this is manifestation, this is your kairos hour, the exact divine timing, where God's final decision concerning your life is no longer approaching, it is happening. And once a kairos moment is released, nothing in creation can reverse it, delay it, or diminish it. Chosen one. This is why everything inside you feels different. Now the urgency without panic, the confidence without arrogance, the peace without explanation. These are not emotions. They are spiritual confirmations, signs that the decree has already gone forth, and reality is now adjusting to catch up. Because when heaven says, "Now time bows," when heaven says, "Rise," circumstances rearrange, and when heaven says, "Bless them," resistance collapses. Chosen one, you are stepping into a season of irreversible transfer. What God has ordained for you cannot be intercepted, substituted, or reassigned. It carries your name, your history, your endurance, and your faithfulness on it. And this is why the battles intensified right before this moment, because the enemy always reacts when destiny is near, not to stop it, but to expose it. And every attack you survived was not evidence of weakness, it was confirmation of proximity. You were close then, and you are here now. Chosen one, understand this clearly. You are no longer waiting for the breakthrough. You are walking into it. The shift has already begun, and what is unfolding next will happen faster than you expected, because divine timing does not trickle. It floods. Restoration does not arrive in pieces. It arrives in fullness, and God is about to do in moments what you thought would take years. He is restoring time, restoring confidence, restoring momentum, restoring opportunity, and restoring dignity. Because this blessing is not just financial, it is dimensional. It touches your identity, your influence, your legacy, and your bloodline. Chosen one. You were not chosen to survive quietly. You were chosen to steward abundance boldly, not for ego, but for impact, not for indulgence, but for assignment. This wealth is coming because God can trust your heart, because you know what lack feels like, because you did not let bitterness harden you, because you did not let disappointment destroy your faith, because you stayed soft when life was unfair and obedient, when quitting would have been easier. Heaven rewards hearts like yours. This is why the transfer is happening, not because you chased money, but because you chased alignment. You chose faith over fear, growth over comfort, obedience over impatience. And now provision is responding to your posture. Chosen one, you may soon notice that things fall into place with minimal effort. Conversations open doors. Ideas generate income. Opportunities locate you without pursuit. This is not luck, this is authorization. Heaven is backing your steps, and when heaven backs a move, it carries momentum, sustainability, and protection. This is why you do not need to fear loss in this season, because what God gives you now is fortified by purpose, and purpose preserves what provision alone cannot. Chosen one. This is also the season where your story begins to speak for itself, where your life becomes evidence, where people begin asking how things shifted so quickly, and the answer will not be hustle, it will be timing, it will be obedience, it will be alignment, and you will know in your spirit that nothing about this was accidental. Every delay prepared you. Every tear watered the ground. Every closed door redirected you, and every quiet season strengthened you. Nothing was wasted. Everything was preparation for this exact moment. Chosen one, you are standing in the fulfillment phase, the moment where heaven says enough. Waiting, enough testing, enough refining. Now is the time to release, and this release will not come with chaos. It will come with clarity, not with anxiety, but with peace, not with confusion, but with confidence, because God does not elevate people. He has not prepared, and you are prepared. Your mind is ready. Your heart is healed. Your discernment is sharp, and your identity is anchored. You can carry what is coming without losing yourself. And that is why heaven has trusted you with it. Chosen one. Let this truth settle deeply. You are not becoming someone else. You are finally becoming who you were always meant to be. And this life unfolding before you will not resemble your past in any way. The cycles are broken, the ceilings are lifted, the limitations are removed, and the season has changed. So walk forward without hesitation, without apology, and without shrinking, because favor responds to confidence, rooted in humility and abundance, follows those who know they are aligned. Chosen one, as you step into this next chapter, stay surrendered, stay discerning, and stay expectant, because this is not the end. It is the beginning of a new flow, and heaven will continue to guide you, step by step, door by door, increase by increase. And if this word has ignited your spirit, if you can feel the confirmation resonating within you, I want you to seal this moment with action, not later. But now comment 777 below as your declaration that you receive this word, that you align with this timing, and that you are ready to steward what heaven is releasing. When you type 777, you are not commenting for me, you are responding to heaven. You are marking this moment, and you are anchoring your faith in agreement with God's decision over your life. And if you do not want to walk this journey alone, if you want to stay aligned with what God is continuing to reveal, make sure you subscribe now, because this is not a one-time word. This is a season, and what heaven has started, it will complete. Chosen one, go forward in peace, Walk boldly in favor and trust fully in the timing of God, because your billionaire destiny is no longer forming, it is in motion.